eyelashes.
Hi guys! So I've got absolutely no makeup on, so the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin using the Angel Veil primer from NYX Professional Makeup. In areas that have texture, I'm going to be using the pore filler primer. I also use this in my T-zone as I just find that it really mattifies that area. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I also add a couple of drops of the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. To prime my naked eyebrows, I'm using the HD Eyebrow Primer, and then I'm going in with the new eyebrow powder pencil, and I'm filling and shaping the brows with that. I leave a little bit of a gap at the front of the brows, which I just fill in with powder, just so I have a slight ombre effect. To shape and neaten the brows, I'm using a Ben Nye concealer on a flat brush. Sipping on that tea and then priming my eyes using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. To start off the eye, I'm first laying down a base of nude shadow all over the eye. Through the crease, I'm going in with an orange shade and then blending that out with the yellow from the Ultimate Brights palette. To intensify the crease even more, I'm using Morocco by Makeup Geek. This is literally the most intense burnt orange I've ever used. I'm using the Slide On Glide On pencil in jet black all over the lid. You can be pretty messy with this because the next step is literally just blending it out with a black eyeshadow. I'm using Makeup Geek's Bitten and Cherry Cola to blend together the black and the orange. Curling my natural eyelashes and applying mascara before laying down a base of the glitter primer and the gunmetal glitter. I pat the primer on with my fingers and then roll the glitter on top using a Q-tip. I'm applying my lashes off camera and then I'm concealing the lash line and creating a winged liner effect using the matte black liquid liner. My eyes are pretty much done for the time being, so I'm going to move on to my face. First thing I'm going to do is colour correct under my eyes using the 3C palette, and I'm using the two salmon colours mixed together. As usual, I'm patting that on with my finger and then blending it out with my beauty blender before going in with my foundation, which looks as though it's hella pale. Scary, I know, but once I blend it in, it actually looks fine. I've been adding the Total Control Drop Foundation to my Urban Decay one recently because I've noticed that the All Nighter foundation is great, but it is a little bit too pale for me, so adding the drops just kind of evens the colour out a little bit. To highlight and conceal under my eyes, I'm using Kat Von D's White Out. Because I am a very pale person, it's quite hard for me to get a good highlight, so the only choice is white, to be honest. Because I don't want it to stay too white, I go over the top of it with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And I also use this in my problem areas as well. To set my makeup, I use two powders. I use the RCMA powder underneath my eyes, and then for the rest of the face, I pat on the Airspun powder. I am really loving this Airspun powder. I think it's great for anyone with large pores or texture. I have been noticing that my skin looks a lot better on pictures recently, and I think it's just because this powder kind of diminishes all my texture. To contour, I'm still using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. For me, this is just the perfect palette. There's 3 shades, and to be honest, I do use them all. The warmer shades I kind of buff out as a bronzer. I then go in with my Freedom palette and take these 2 bronze shades and just kind of buff that in with my contour. I also use the highlighted blush shades from this palette just to kind of give a flawless finish to the skin. To highlight, I'm using my Old Faithful Strobe of Genius palette. I'm also going over the top of that with a new highlighter, which is in Snow Rose. This has become my absolute favourite. In my waterline, I'm using another one of my new favourites. This is the Oxblood pencil from the Faux Blacks collection. I'm adding black eyeshadow along my lower lash line and then just smoking that out with a fluffier brush. For the lips, I'm using the same pencil that I used all over the eyelids, which is the Jet Black Slide On Glide On pencil. I'm then going over the top of that with Jeffree Star's Weirdo. To finish the look and set the makeup, I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Spray. And girl, I am lathering that on. And that's pretty much it for this Grunge Glam tutorial. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!